So in this video, I'm going to provide a specimen that I can use as an outline of the myth of white tea supremacy, except this is a Asian person from China. He's doing the China perspective, and he's telling us something very important. Okay?
Someone told me about this very disturbing TikTok trend in China. It feels painful to even describe it, but since I grew up there.
And he's talking about the dolls. Okay? It hurts to hear about it, to know about it, to speak about it. Not the harm it causes the community, but his individual feelings. Okay? In this video, though, he did not mention this one, this situation that was just put out there. So, recentering their feelings instead of the harm that is being done to a group of people, innocent, vulnerable children.
Statistically, the Chinese population, including the immigrants outside China, are still, in general, pretty racist.
Facts.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. They just are. So I want to talk a little about why.
I remember several years ago, there was a survey taken to Asians and who they would most least likely to live next to, and it was black people or people with African descent. The studies, all that stuff is out there. Anti-black bias, well documented. During COVID, not to racism going on there, because there was a system that marginalized black people, a race of people, system of race. Now, I am in no way an expert in ancient Chinese or Asian history. I really actually have no interest in it. I'm going to be perfectly honest. But I have to trace the Whitabetes. I have to see and understand different perspectives, history, facts of white skin or pale skin. Pale skin predates white skin. In Chinese culture, pale skin is deeply ingrained beauty standard symbolizing wealth, nobility, and purity. Historically, a fair complexion indicated a person was wealthy enough to avoid manual labor under the sun, distinguishing them from working class peasants. I have heard of this Han dynasty. I guess it was like a very, very big, big dynasty, long, whatever. White face proverb, this right here translates to white skin covers 100 ugliness, indicating that a pale complexion is considered, beautiful or whatever. But that is so true because people try so hard to use hide some of the most diabolical people with an ugly heart, just very demonic. They're very clean too. They appear to be very clean. They work hard at being clean, looking clean. And one of the things I noticed about, I think the Japanese and Chinese culture, they're very clean. Lots of things to hide. But I digress.
So I want to talk a little about why.
Okay.
Especially since most people in China never had a chance to see a black or brown person up close. Where does this behavior?
That sounds similar to the human zoos, like what why they put black people in human zoos so that white tea people could see them up close. I remember one time we were at the pool and this Asian woman comes up to me and my daughter and asks, "Oh, can I take a picture with her?" And I'm looking at her like, "Why?" And this is why. We are oddities to you guys. Spectacles. Oh, real quick. Weaponizing ignorance, that is typical hunka behavior. And the reason why is because some of the most smartest people, we got Elon Musk, you got Bezos, all those people, they're racist. Matter of fact, it was smart people who molded the white tea system of racism. And I believe they were inspired and trained by you or other Asians, But, you victimize yourself with ignorance. Because we always hear, oh, racism is just ignorance from the white people. And here you are saying it's ignorance. What I find interesting is what you saying that they're not educated. You guys aren't educated or trained on. I find this part very interesting.
The humanities and social sciences, it's like non-existent. Maybe some top universities have some decent programs, but high schools and local colleges are basically in the Stone Age. There's no empirical political science at all.
The root word in humanities is human, non-existent. And then you described it as a Stone Age. You have more of a selective history, and there's no political science or, human geography.
So basically, students are not supposed to understand people and societies.
Of course.
They're trained about everything else, but not human beings.
Y'all catch that? They're not supposed to understand people, societies, humanity. They do understand anti-blackness. They do understand that. Let's see here, other page here. Trained. It's very important we identify Colonese. Trained about everything else but not human beings. It sounds like trained in humanity. That's what that sounds like. And then the ruling party, always blaming the ruling party. White tea people do that here too. It's the elite, it's elite, and you're over there. It's the ruling power, it's the ruling power. Has an easier time telling them what to do when they're infected, because you used the word infected, Chinese immigrants in other countries with the ignorance. But just like white tea people here, we don't see any movements or anything like that. So next you're going to talk about how money is your god, basically, and I'm going to do a part 2. Okay.